Good morning. My name is James Spyro, and this is FinTech 2023. I'm joined now with Raz Ronen, the founder and CEO of Wisor AI. Raz, hi.
How are you? Good morning.
Morning. Thank you so much for taking the time.
My pleasure. Thank you for inviting me.
So, talk to me a bit about what you folks do and why you're here today, please.
So, in general, what we do, we work in supply chain. We're a B2B SaaS company providing software for freight forwarder. And our mission and vision is to change the way global freight is managed and move around the world, from small packages to big containers, sea, air, and land. So what we do, if you know Flexport or other digital freight forwarder, we bring a one-stop shop and the tools that the freight forwarder need in order to manage the operation, streamline their processes, and be much more profitable. We want to take this traditional, old, heavy industry into a light, kind of, easy and manageable way in operations.
So, in February, you received $8 million in seed funding. So, first of all, Mazel Tov, congrats
Thank
for
you
that.
very much.
Talk to me about that process and how you achieved to get funding and, quite frankly, a tough time, right?
It's definitely a tough time, and more than that, we have an amazing partner. So the fund that lead are around Teammate Capital, the fintech branch with Hadar and Sarit Firon. It's a unique process. I think every founder and every company have their own way and own niche how they're raising money. From my perspective as the CEO of the company, I try to understand the market. Like, we work in a resilient market. So for us, it's a good time actually in the market. In terms of fundraising, I think you need to build the story and to build the company in the way that you have the right traction, you have the right team, and you kind of answering the question that your investor have. Because each investor, have his own kind of question and own thing that is important to them. And I think we try to figure out who is our kind of dream investor, and just went through it, do the process with them, and listen. As you listen to your customer, you need to listen to your investors and to your employees. So if you listen and you do something with what people saying to you, it could work.
And hopefully they're all on the same page, right?
Of course.
So, yeah, you don't want to...
And this is a good thing, because it's a good point, because being the same page is kind of meet expectation. And if you do it from the beginning, so if there is potential to work together. And if you're afraid or waiting for the answer to be along the process, you can waste a lot of your time and your investor time.
So going ahead now, you've just received this funding. You're going to be, I imagine, growing and expanding. What does it look like in terms of the market that you are going to penetrate? Because you said that it's changing, and you said that there's room for this innovation, and the supply chain sector has kind of changed a lot post-pandemic, definitely. So can we talk a bit about how that change has happened and where you folks fit into that?
Yeah, definitely. So one of the main problems in the supply chain is visibility. Visibility and the ability to handle unstructured data. If you're a freight forwarder, basically you give services to importers and exporters around the world to move their goods. The way you do that is working with different suppliers as shipping companies, airline, trucking companies, custom clearance, ports, etc. What we do in Wisor is kind of integrate all of them and migrate into one easy database and one easy flow that they can use. The opportunity here is traditional freight forwarder, and by the way, there are more than 300,000 of them out there, are still stuck in the past, working with Excels, WhatsApps, email, phone calls. But if in the past they could, today they cannot continue work like that, because prices and everything change so frequently and so fast, so they need help. On the other hand, shipping companies and more big or giant freight forwarder are going more and more and cutting the cake from the traditional freight forwarder. And the third thing is customers want fast response, accuracy in terms of prices, and they want to have visibility for the process. And without technology, you cannot do that. So I think we are in the most educated status of the market we've ever been. We see customer approaching to us, and we're a small company yet. And I think it's, the answer is kind of market status and education, the need for technology, and the competitors and the new competitors in the market.
Well, Raz, it sounds great. It sounds like you folks have your work cut out for you in this ever-changing world, and best of luck with it all going forward. Thank you so
very
much.
Thank you.